if they don't do what I've mentioned to you. They read the question, no thinking at all. They look at the 4 choices, and then they sit back, look back and forth, and they think, let's see. Well, I think B, that's it. B's the right answer. But actually, C looks pretty, well, actually, and then D looks pretty good too. You're dead. Okay, by then you're dead. And I've actually had students tell me that they had that happen, what I just described, and then they actually closed their eyes and said, like they were trying to erase everything. Okay, wait, what did my book say about that, or what did my teacher say? And then after about 5 seconds, they say they open their eyes like this. I don't even know what it said anymore. I'm all confused. So that means you've allowed the teacher to trick you or confuse you with the wrong answers. Again, tests are hard enough as it is without letting your mind go down the wrong path because the teacher has tricked you. So the basic reason for covering up the choices is so that you can read the question and then think. That's always nice to do on a test without being influenced in any way by anything. And usually when you do that, you feel more in control of things, and when answers come to you and you find them, you feel like your brain is actually working and I can do this. It kind of is a good confidence booster during a test. Now, having said that though, there's one other thing that I need to mention, and I don't know if you have a teacher like that this semester or not. Some teachers are in love with both A and B, both B and C, all of the above, none of the above, all these other combinations. What I just described to you is here that these are just 4 separate choices, right? If you have a teacher who loves those other kinds of things, you can still do everything that I taught you here, except you just have to make a slight variation. So for example, if you cover up the choices and you read the question, and then you think, I know the answer, and you look and you find it and it's A, because you know the way that teacher is, you stop for a second and you look, and if you see an all of the above or both A and B, then say, okay, I know this is right, but is that the only right one? And then look at the other ones quickly, and if you say, no, that's the only one, then go for it. So you just have to kind of be a little sensitive to that because teachers are different. Also, I don't know if you have a teacher or have had one who likes this format, but a lot of teachers love to ask you a multiple choice question like this. All of the following are true about such and such except, and that's one of their main ways they do it. Well, if you think about it, if you get a question like that, you could keep these covered up for the next 5 years and you'd never be able to know the right answer. You have to look to see which one doesn't belong. But the smart move is to do a variation of this again, which is, okay, in just a second, I'm going to move my hand and I'm going to look at the choices. I'm looking for the one thing that's not true about this. So what do I know that is true? I know that, I know that, I know that, I know that. Okay, good. And then when you take your hand away after doing that, the wrong answer will flash off the page at you. It'll be so obvious. So again, it's the same idea, just slight switches depending on the teacher's style of asking questions. Now, there are 2 basic things that I want to share with you kind of in closing on this. The first one is I want to give you a warning, and that sounds kind of serious, and actually it is. The benefits of taking a test this way are huge. They really help students, but the big concern, the big warning has to do with that word that I made a big deal of, and that is that one. Okay, when I was in college, I had this nightmare, recurring nightmare. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and all that, and it was because I was afraid I was going to do this. I would get to a test, I would do everything that I